Bill, you have a very interesting family background. What would you like to tell us about that?
Well, my father was the leader of the Communist Party of the United States for many years, from approximately 32 to 45. And I was born, I should say, in 1934, very soon after my mother arrived with my two older brothers from Russia. So she was Russian Jew. And so there we were, and I was brought up in a third-floor apartment in Yonkers, New York, with my two brothers and so forth. And so this rather prominent family began to affect us more and more as time went on.
How do you feel that affected your development?
Well, we always felt very special. And this specialness, of course, was partly due to my father and partly due to my brothers, because my brother Felix, who was 6.5 years older than me, was a child prodigy. And he had read The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire by Gibbons at the age of 7, and later was reputed to have read the Encyclopedia Britannica from cover to cover. But I think he forgot a few details, though. But and so he went through school ahead of us, and then came Andy, who was 2.5 years older than me, and then me. And so when I arrived in school, very often the teacher would hear my name and ask, was I related to Felix or Andy? And if I said yes, I very often detected a glint of fear in her eye. It really paved the way easily for teachers were well intimidated, and with extra hints from Andy on how to intimidate them further.
Well, I wanted to remark here that all three brothers became mathematicians. Yeah. Can you explain why all three of you went into mathematics?
It's not at all clear. I originally was interested in physics, and I didn't even know what mathematics was. But physics I had learned about basically from the atomic bomb in 1945. I used to read science fiction, and then when they dropped the atomic bomb, I realized science fiction, but they were all pikers. The reality was unbelievably more than anyone had dreamed of in science fiction at the time. And I read in the New York Times a complete description of the construction of the bomb and the physics behind it, and U-237 or 235, I guess it was, and et cetera, et cetera. And I thought this was fantastic. I was going to be a physicist.
I remember hearing from friends who knew your family that one of the things that was considered odd about your family was that your mom gave you a fairly normal upbringing, despite being in the notoriety of your father's position,
right.
Actually.
And she was kind of notorious among the other communists for not sending us to communist camps and not taking us to communist meetings and so on.
Not having
she wanted us to have a kind of normal upbringing.
Not the usual red diaper experience.
Not the red diaper experience. Right.
Did either of them have a mathematical interest at all? Or
No. But they were very logically oriented.